I do not own the rights to that song. That's by George Strait or something like that. That's a remix version that I'm playing. I got that from my homegirl Nina. So today is March 2nd. And because not everybody is into social media or like technology, right? I wanted to spread love. Not my legs, but love to anybody that might be needing it that day or today or for the day. And so yeah, is this broken? Better that way. Anyways, so what better way than to be a walking poster board or a moving poster board, right? Like, I can be at the store parking and somebody can pass by and take the time to read this, and maybe it might give them some kind of hope. This morning I wrote, can you see? Love. And love is life offers valuable experiences, right? So, whether or not we like what we're going through, but like in hindsight or at the end of the day, or when we reflect back, we always consider it as a blessing. Some of us take longer than others, but we all get around to it, right? And this is light. Light is love ignites growth, healing, and trust. You know? Yeah, now, can I put doon yung telephone? Love is the most powerful thing. There's a thin line between love and hate, because hate is the duality or the darkness of love. There's always two sides to something. There's your left and your right, as above so below, feminine, masculine, light and dark. This world is about duality, and that's why when people say bipolar, that's normal. So with love, you can ignite, light that fire up in you. Love, it does keep you warm at night, and it does light up your life. You glow and stuff like that. And it's that drive. It drives you to do better in life, or it drives you to do, if you love your kids, then you get up every day and you put up with the redundant and whatever, and you know that in the end it's going to be all worth it. But light, so love ignites growth, healing, and trust. Trust, right? That's something that is very easy to lose and really hard to gain back. If you lose trust, it's hard to reinstill faith and trust in somebody. They end up being skeptical and not wanting to live life to the fullest, not wanting to experience the whole part of love, because they've got hurt and they lost their trust, and then they end up believing that it's gonna happen to them again. And usually, let me let you in a little secret. It happens all the time. Whether you're the most faithful or the most loving person in the world, one way or another they're gonna hurt you. Why? Because you have expectations. And what that does is, when you expect things from people, you're let down. So look at the butterfly. It's best not to have any expectations. You know how like when you do things spur of the moment, or like it's just out of the blue, it's always more exciting, it's always more like you're always more like you enjoy it, it's more memorable, because you didn't have to plan ahead, and you weren't, imagining something big and grandiose, and then it fell short, or you weren't imagining like I don't know, expectations. It's just it's like labels, it's those things that put a cap on stuff and makes life harder to live, to like really enjoy, because we're brought up with that mentality of having to expect things, and then we feel entitled, and then we're let down, and that's one way they break your trust the fastest, right? Healing and growth. Anything watered and cared with love grows, even in like the darkest parts of the jungle. In order for us to heal and grow, we have to learn how to love and trust and take things as they come. Go with the flow, roll with the punches, and have the attitude of gratitude, and be appreciative, and be open-minded, and take everything that happens to you as a positive, constructive lesson to better yourself. Like, it's like failing like pop quizzes. They give you a bunch of pop quiz before the final exam or the big test. It's like that. So the only way you can ace that test is by continuing to study and practice it, right? So when we practice certain virtues, I guess, or certain morals in life, it makes it easier and more rewarding. And so then I rode on the other side of the car, and my brother's gonna get mad, like, "Apa, nasan ni si Marnana?" And then people are gonna think like, "Is it politics already?" No, guys, we don't only have to ride on our cars for politics. You want to get a message out, you want free advertising, if you're always on the road like me, write it in your car. Write it on your car. Don't just write your car. Write on your car. Write this down. And yeah, I ate tuna sandwich earlier. And this is from March. My message to y'all, March 2nd, 2023 is: love yourself, be kind, and give yourself time. Time to relax. Time to just breathe. Time to like heal. Rome wasn't built in a day. If you need a bush cut, your homestead, and you're swamped with work, and you're exhausted from work and your family, relax. Give yourself time. If you're like me and you expect to like come out of rehab just being all like, fine and dandy, and never having to face that fiending or the yearning or the temptation, or the illusion that you're totally healed, give yourself time. Everything takes time. Patience, right? Patience is a virtue. I don't have patience, and that's why I'm very impetu. And it says, love yourself, be kind, and give yourself time. Don't be too hard on yourself, at least just for today. I'm not saying only once, but if we start with that mentality, the just for today, and we apply it every day, we're actually living in the now, instead of having anxiety because we're thinking about the future, or regret and guilt because we're living in the past. If we just keep giving ourselves just today, we actually start achieving the whole thing of like living in the now. And when you live in the now, you're wow. Now, backwards is won. If you live in the now, you've won. Right? Because you're living in the moment. It's present. It's a gift from God to be present here and now. And so let's try to apply that or practice that in our lives. So just give it a try. Try something new. I know change is scary, or we think it's hard, but you actually kind of get, change is inevitable, and you start to it starts to grow in you. You're always gonna seek out something different and want to try new things, and it opens a whole bunch of new opportunities. You can meet a lot of other people, and you actually experience life instead of having anxiety and sticking to the same old routine, that rat race, and just tiring yourself out and feeling empty and sick, because that's not what your soul wants. That's not what your soul is here to do. You are here to learn, and the way you learn is through experience, right? You can read so many books and learn it that way and use your imagination, but if you don't try it physically, how are you going to get that? It's bothering me, this thing in my teeth. How are you going to get that your heart beating so fast, that adrenaline rush, or that the butterflies, your whole body and your soul? That's how you know they're in sync. They're, in collaboration. They're at one, because they start working together, and you just start feeling all these amazing sensations, whether you're going to vomit because you're excited and nervous and whatever, and you're sweating, but all of this amazing things. And we tend to think of it as something bad happening to us. No, it's just the natural part of your body, letting you know that something's happening, because it's finally intertwining with your soul. Sorry, Uncle Peter, I can't answer you right now, because if I answer you, my whole video and my whole flow is gonna go. So holy shit, can it go? It's already 10:30 outside. My son is gonna ride the bus, and the bus is gonna leave if I'm not there, and they get there 10:40. Holy moly. People, please, don't CPS me. Instead CPR me, because I think I'm gonna freaking faint. Ziggy, don't write this down. Being all calm and at peace. I hate time and schedules, because they make me all like this, crazier than crazy. Holy shit, man. Ooh. Move, Jello. Calm down, Myrna. Calm down. Breathe. You're gonna make it there in time. Something's gonna happen. The bus is probably gonna leave later, and you'll be right there when the bus comes. Whew. Hoosa. And we are doing this. Okay, we are getting in the car, buckling up. You guys want to follow me and see if I make it? Let's see if my mind management helps alter my reality. Ready? Let's put my theory to test. Or more prove my theory by this test. Let's hope. There's hope. Beautiful song. Beautiful song. Perfect song. That was the perfect song. For everything, for every situation. It's 10:44. If I didn't make it, or if the bus had beat me to it, I'm 4 minutes late. They're heading back to school. They're gonna call me, and they might call CPS or DYS, whatever, and then DPS, a whole bunch of PS, put a whole bunch of kids from broken homes together, so that they're already all angry, and they're gonna learn more hatred and anger. And that's why I don't think that shit works, and I don't think jail works. I think we're going at all of it wrong. Love is the most powerful thing. You show somebody love, compassion, watch them change their ways. If we continue to do shit like the way the government thinks should be run, we're only creating more future convicts, and they're only getting smarter. And they're so angry at themselves and the government and things that they can't control. They're so angry, and nobody has the time to sit them down and say, hey, it's okay, you can't control everything, it's not your fault, everything's not your fault. And and then we start creating like those really smart ass terrorists slash hackers, all of that, those that hide in the dark behind anonymity. And anonymity is a powerful thing. If you're unknown, you're untouchable. Again, rehab, a lot of the girls or every other user was like, how come I don't know you, how come I haven't heard of you, or whatever. I used to joke because I'm a smart user, but it was God that kept me safe and sound and in the clear and in the unknown till it was time, till I was ready and learned what I needed to come out into the light and share my experience, share things about me, about my beliefs, about my trials, about my ideals, about just anything, right? Just for me to put it out there, to make it be aware, and just to let others know that it's okay to be going through what you're going through, and be kind to yourself. God loves you unconditionally, like a parent does, or even more than a parent. Divine. He doesn't have hate in him. When God gave us kids to spark that unconditional love, And oh my God, I think no. I have faith. God got's me. Kadiba, the teacher, thinks I'm picking him up today. I'm not too comfortable with that because there's only him and the bus driver, or I really wish that PSS would have at least an aide in there to accompany. There should always be another adult around. Kids are innocent, and that's the thing. Most of them are robbed of their innocence and their childhood and their purity by people who they're supposed to trust. I should coddle my kids, protect them, not put them in situations where something might happen. But I'm trying to change and grow, and I feel like God will, and I know I have faith. I'm like, God is going to always watch over them and protect them. I need them to experience life the way God meant for them to experience it. And if something happens that is out of my control, but if it could have been prevented, it would have been prevented. God would have, had somebody intervene at that moment to change the whole thing. But when it happens for a reason. And when you can accept that simple belief, right? Even the just for today, if you can accept that everything happens for a reason, you're able to release control over certain things. Lanya, my car's going tuk tuk tuk. For what day? I mean, it's not even my car. It's enough I rode on it. I like scribble scrabble, ukalak ito, dugini, and then then I'll be walking, making videos walking. Hey, right? I've always wanted to. I said I wanted to exercise more. I wanted to get back that whole, because I don't have PR here, like I did in SAR. So maybe that's God's way of answering my prayer. See, I look at things like that. Even though instead of saying God, right that way, like, okay, God, maybe what I asked for, I wasn't too specific, but I did say I wanted to exercise more. There's the bus, it's coming. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Yeehaw! And when you manage your mind, you can manage your world, your reality. You just have to fight when I start to panic and whatever. I try to find my co-pilot. That's what I call it, or and I start talking to myself as another person. I'm like, Myrna, because I tend to listen to other people. I'm a follower. There's my baby. Can you see? He's such a little Timothy. That's why he can't even stay mad at his dad, because God made him in his spitting image. Hi, my love. How's school? Okay. Yes. You like the small bus? Bye. He's so funny too, man. And he's very cariñoso. Sure. Go ahead. Hold your food good, baby, because it's going to spill. Huh? Man, I swear this flu is like an on and off thing.
Wow!
You like my writing?
Yeah.